Apparently all of our audience is now in the bathroom, so that's good. They can fit, so it's all right. But seriously, thank you all for coming out. We appreciate the patronage. This is the Loft. It's a magnificent venue, as you can see. And before I sell it too much, just before you leave, make sure you ask the proprietor behind the concession stand, who's now walking over there, make sure you ask about some of the other events he has, like movie nights and just general functions, bands, stuff like that. Our first act tonight will be Mr. Stephen Locker. So if everybody please, give him a hand.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Awesome.
Yay!
Yeah.
All right, I'd like to start out by dedicating tonight's performance to Michael Jackson, the king of popping little boys in the butt. Second off, I'd like to apologize for my appearance. I was running a little behind schedule this morning when I was getting ready. So I was getting dressed and put on this shirt, then I just got this overwhelming urge to start beating my wife. So I did, and you know how it is. Once you beat your wife, you just kind of lose track of time. No, really though, I love my wife. I love all my wives. I actually have 3 wives. But for some reason, I only beat the black one. I think it's this shirt. I think it's kind of color coordinated. It's not that I'm racist or anything. Having 3 wives can be a bit of a handful. If you don't know what you're doing, you need to have, there's certain tricks to it. The biggest trick I learned is to keep all of your wives in a different state. So currently I have 1 wife in Iowa. I have 1 in the state of confusion who doesn't remember marrying me. And currently the black one is in a state of unconsciousness. Now, just because I beat my black wife, I don't want you guys to think that I'm racist. Because I'm not really racist. I don't even really understand racism. I mean, hating someone because of the color of their skin doesn't make sense to me. Because if you look around the room, there probably isn't 2 people in this room that have the same color skin. I mean, black people aren't really black. They're just kind of shades of brown. And the only white people I've ever seen in my life are called albinos. They're not even considered white. So I did a little bit of research, and apparently I'm about 48% tea with honey, 48% pink grapefruit, and about 2% eggshell. At least according to the experts at the Home Depot. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if you're going to hate somebody, you should have a better reason than just the color of their skin. Like, say if they have like a funny accent, or if they dress kind of silly, or personally, I only hate people if the moon tells me to. So I figure he knows what he's talking about. Also, I'd like all of you to be the first to know that tonight will end my comedic virginity.
Yay!
Aside from this being my first night doing stand-up, I have a date later with Gilbert Gottfried. And if he sticks to his 3rd date rule, I should be getting lucky tonight.
Oh, God. I hope so.
Dave, that is too soon.
Some of you may not know me or not see me out too often, but I want you to know it's not because I'm antisocial or against hanging out with people. It's just that I have a really large television and I have an even larger porn collection. Most people don't like to talk about porn. I mean, if you're going to watch it, why not talk about it, right? As far as I'm concerned, porn is a very honest industry. You pretty much know what to expect just by reading titles or looking at the boxes. I mean, if you pick up boxes like Teabagger Vance or Dividing Miss Daisy, I mean, you pretty know what you're getting into. Unfortunately, there are exceptions to this rule, which I came across one of them fairly recently. I was at home, sitting there in front of my TV, remote control in my hand, pants around my ankles. If you guys can't get a mental image, let me know after the show. I got pictures. But anyways, I'm sitting there and I'm watching Twisted Fister with Dee Ryder in it. It's an older movie from the 80s, but I'm still watching it. And I'm watching, I'm enjoying most of it, and the next thing I know, there's a big hermaphrodite on my 52-inch television. So I screamed. I screamed so loud that one of my neighbors came over to see what the problem was. Needless to say, we don't talk anymore. So I checked out the box afterwards, and apparently, Twisted Fister was written and directed by M. Night Shyamalan. And he figured it needed a surprise twist. So, let me tell you something about that. I do not like surprises in my porn. Surprises belong in cereal boxes and on birthday parties. That's it, nowhere else. Now, I do like other movies too, not just porn. But porn is better. Now, I like my movies like I like my women. Anything that has Brad Pitt in it is good for me. I recently watched Batman Begins again with some of my friends. I'm sure most of you are familiar with the movie. But one of my friends pointed out that in the comic world, that the city of Gotham is right about where Newark is, like compared to the normal map. So this got me thinking, with all that crime going on and all these super villains, right? The streets just aren't safe for people like us. We need to find some way to protect ourselves. So that's the real reason I came here. I came actually here to sell you a new product I developed, a new personal protection device that's going to work out for everyone. The product is AIDS. Now, like, I had a little trouble, like they did in Batman, weaponizing it into aerosol form. So here's what I did. Put it in a cup. This way you can just walk around with a big cup full of AIDS. And I figured no one's going to mess with you then. And it'll fit conveniently in your car cup holders to prevent carjackings as well. So, very good. Some of you out there may be thinking green and trying to be more healthy and friendly to the environment. So I want you to know that my version of AIDS is 100% organic. It comes from a patented blend of a gay man's blood, hooker spit, and monkey semen, all of which comes from organs. So, and I will be selling it after the show. Well, that's just about the end of what I have. But I urge you all to act quickly to the AIDS offer. It's I got a special promotional price for tonight only, because frankly I need to get rid of my AIDS. Because if I go home with AIDS again tonight, my wives are going to kill me. Have a good night. Be safe.